Hi, this is Peter from Netbook News, and I'm back taking a look at the Toshiba Libretto W100. So this is a very interesting device from Toshiba. It's kind of almost like a proof of concept, but it's actually coming to market at the end of August in Japan, priced at around 125,000 yen. Now, I've heard some details of its release in the US, but I don't think it's coming out at the end of August, and the pricing may be different from what I've heard previously. But anyway, let's take a look at the device. So we've got two displays, 7-inch 124 by 600 capacitive multi-touch displays, and so let's take a look at the keyboard here. There are 5 different layouts on the keyboard. We can switch between them by pressing this button up here. So there are 5 in total, and it should be a keyboard to satisfy pretty much anyone. The large keyboard should be good if you want to sit it down on the desk and do some typing. So I've got the notepad open here, and we can just pretty much type. So you can type with 2 hands because of the multi-touch, and it's really responsive and very easy to type on because the keys are very large. So if you want to type while holding, we can just go to one of the split keyboards like this one here, and we can type while holding. So and again, with the haptic feedback, it just feels really good. And there's also a touchpad in the middle here that we can toggle on and off. We can also put in other things in the middle here, and you can move a cursor up the top there. And the buttons also have haptic feedback, so that's really good. Here's another usage scenario. We've got an EBook Reader here. It's been used on both displays, and we can flick through just by pressing the corner of the page here, and again we can flip back just by pressing the corner over here. So it feels good. The device itself is actually quite light, so it's quite comfortable to hold it in both hands, or even one hand, I suppose. Okay, I wanted to show you web browsing, but there's actually no Wi-Fi here, but I can show you some functionality that's built into this device on Windows Internet Explorer. So since we've got 2 displays here, we need some kind of interface that will help using the device on both screens. So if we have a look at the top here, let's just if we click the title bar, it should bring out a kind of interface here that we can help to manipulate the window. So let's put it on one screen. Let's try that again. And okay, so we can have it one screen. We can put it on the bottom screen if we want, just by pressing this one here. Now it's on the bottom screen. And we can have it on both screens by pressing this one, I think.
Left. Or middle left.
This one here. Let's try that again. Okay. And let's just go back to one screen. And there's an accelerometer built in, so we can rotate the device around. It only rotates one way, and as we can see, it will rotate here. And as I've said, there's no Wi-Fi, so I can't show you any web pages, but I've tried it previously, and the scrolling is pretty good and works really nice. Here's another feature that we can find on these device. It's a Toshiba's bulletin board. It's a custom interface here. We've got an assortment of displays here called boards, and we can put gadgets onto the screen here. So here's a clock. Oops. So here's a clock device, and we can drag these around. Let's have a look at the options. So this is in Japanese, so it'll be hard to explain, but you can see the pictures here anyway. So we've got sticky notes here, and we can write stuff in here with the keyboard, but that's not out at the moment. You can drag these around. We can also take pictures from the top screen by using the scissors here. So we can screen capture and flick that down. So now we've got it here. So we've got a picture. We can right click and I think we can save that, or we can, if it's a web page, we can open it up in a web browser. And just take a look at some other screens here. So there's some kind of help screens here, and they tell you how to use the device. We've also got a row of icons down the bottom here that help. So this one brings up the touchpad. This one brings up the keyboard, and there's volume here. And we can bring up the windows here. So it really helps you to use the device much easier. Okay, so here's a look at the device on the outside. It's quite small. Let's just compare it to a 10-inch netbook here. So it's really quite small. Thickness is pretty decent. This is slightly thinner than the netbook, but again it's much lighter, much smaller, and a whole lot more portable. So this will, so let's just open it. Oh, sorry. Alright, so here's another cool feature. We can open it 180 degrees, so you can have it flat. Let's just put it on the table here. And let's just take a look around. So we've got the keyboard button here to bring up the keyboard, the home screen. We've got the webcam here, microphone. We've got this button turns it off. Okay, and we've got a micro SD port here. We've got one USB here, a shared microphone. And we've got a headphone jack there, sorry. On the other side there's, what's this port again? Speaker. This is a speaker port. And there's the power. Batteries on the back here. So the Japanese model will have WiMAX. I think the European models will have 3G. And the US model, I don't think it's going to be coming with either of those. So let's look at the Toshiba Libretto W100. Very interesting device. Look forward to it at the end of August.